Alright. So, it took literally 30 minutes, but I finally upgraded everyone with the best armor possible. Goodness gracious, that took forever.
Master Harry said we weren't to sell the Inquisition.
When there was no sky maker, you were the sky. When there was no earth, you
Need
were
something?
the earth. When there was nothing,
Carry on.
you were everything.
He'll be an asset if we have to fight
you know.
Darkspawn, at least.
Don't be a fool. Grey Wardens can kill anything.
Oh, there she
Crawls,
is.
walks, or flies. The rest of you servicers should take lessons.
So, this is it, huh? Oh no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. That would have been hilarious if you were a man, right? Wasted. Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
I'm pretty sure the Conclave proved it's not that easy.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Why? Because someone yelled it real loud. Make them prove it. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
Right, they should know it's a simple job. End all war, stitch the sky. The easy one first, of course.
You're daft, yeah? Most people get special, they lose their snark. Can't see how stupid it all is. I think I'll like you, Lady Herald. Maybe you are a little touched, yeah?
No, you're not my type, sorry.
I'm ready to give it a shot. That's all I can ask from anyone else.
I'm in. It's an investment, yeah? Better pay off, too. Stupid war and everything. I had things to do.
Look, it's either going to be Vivian or Cassandra. Those two are sexy. Or Liliana. I mean, I could always do her again. I mean, it's always a choice.
Chasing the Lord Seeker, I hear. Anyone who thinks they need Lord in front of the name, that's bad. Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your first clue to a total arse. Fact.
You don't fit in the Inquisition? No.
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Which, the ones who do things or the ones who give orders?
What about Solus?
Solus. His head's crammed up 1,000 years ago.
Anything to say about Varric?
Varric? Too clever. Always saying something, but never saying it straight.
Thoughts about Cassandra?
Not as buttoned up as she plays, right? Tough, though. I'd stand behind her in front of anything.
What's your opinion of Vivienne?
She's a bitch, but she knows. She better.
Any thoughts about Warden Blackwall?
He's too good, right? I'd like to see him out of that uniform. Not like that.
What do you think about our spy master, ambassador, and commander?
Liliana is pretty in places. Swear I've seen her, too. Or heard she used to play. But that'd be mad. Now, Josephine, she's as good at humbling her kind as I am. Just with less mess. Knows her business, if you have to have it. And Cullen, I suppose if you want a jackboot, you get a big one so you can grow into it. Nice hair, though.
Wow.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
And later means now.
Chasing mages, that's a Templar's job. A big, armored, pissed-off helm polisher. Not too late to go find some. Or stay home.
What do you think about the
Shit.
people who have...
Again with your people. Right, which ones?
Does she say
What's your
differently?
opinion of Vivienne?
She's a bitch. but she knows.
Okay.
She better. Hey, it's you again.
There you go.
Is the Inquisition what you thought it would be?
Calling an Inquisition is a bit much, isn't it? Does this lot even know what they're chasing? Fair question for me as well, I suppose. Everybody following a rumor. At least I'm used to that.
I was wondering if you could look at some locks for me.
What, the doors under the chantry?
You know about them?
Places have doors. I just wasn't interested in poking through some sister's breeches. Whatever floats you. Consider them open, yeah?
Yay!
Your wish is something, something.
Your wish is my command.
Tell me about yourself.
What about me?
You're skilled. Who taught you how to use a bow?
No one.
That seems unlikely.
What? I picked it up here and there. Mostly it just makes sense. It's not like that for you.
Oh, certainly. Not a day's effort for the naturally gifted like us.
Well, it's not like that. It takes work. A bit. Not like Cullen and his pets. I mean, you miss, then you don't. Is it that hard to see when it's wrong?
Is it an elf thing?
Most I know couldn't find an arrow sitting on it. Right. Maybe I just make it look easy in shite company. Fact still is, no teacher. Where would I find one in alleyways anyway?
How about the basics? Where are you from?
Ferelden?
I got that from the accent. Where in Ferelden?
All over? Okay, fine. Denerim for a bit. South, north, wherever I want.
Oh, you're from wherever. I'm from north wherever.
What?
North wherever. Oh, we had fun on street and or in local tavern.
Oh, hardy ha. Oh, funny you. It's complicated. I don't like complicated. Let's leave it at that. Maybe.
You're not like most of the elves I've met.
Thanks, right? Or was that an insult? Suppose I could go barefoot and whine more. Like that Solus, right? Never be as good as we were. Well, who's we? I'm just fine.
I think there's more to it than that. A few thousand years more.
Hey, someone wants to be angry about old debts, be angry. Be a terror that never lets an enemy forget. But if you're digging it up so you can wear it, that's just weird. I mean, the Dalish don't really know. They have stories, but that's all they are. It's all fancy dress, not history.
We'll talk later.
If you say so. Your wish is something, something.
You apparently have a lot of friends. Tell me about your network.
It's not mine, right? I mean, it is, but it's also everyone. Everyone who wants to shove it to nobles who hide behind gold and silk. And hats, I guess.
Are you just about pranks and revenge? Or is there more to it?
Well, it's a weave, right? I grease a ballroom, so a wyvern chasing Git has to hunt sprained. Strangely, handmaids leave his vault open. His heirlooms pay off someone else. Maybe clean streets in Kirkwall so someone gets something else. Pish, pish, pish. A lot of people eventually get help or a laugh. Or maybe someone dead, if they deserve it.
I'm glad I met you before someone decided what I deserved.
You're no hateful ass so far. I'd just get you with a pie or something. Anyway, assassin's a bard's job, innit? No fun, that lot. They might plonk a noble, right? But only to raise another. Plus, I'm shy at singing.
Is Red Jenny real? Or was she always just you and your friends?
Dunno.
Don't you care?
Not if it works. I mean, Red is scary because blood. And Jenny is... Look, nobody fears the bunch of people who do random stuff. And besides, it's easy. Nobles want a bogeyman because they need to believe normal people can't get at them. Numbers, right? It don't have to be so complicated.
It seems like it should be more complicated than that.
That's why you be bad at it and why I'm here. You don't want to play, don't play. That's simple too.
Where are the people you promised?
If I knew, they wouldn't be much use. That's sort of the point. Look, unless your baddies are rocks or trees, they have people they use. Cooks, squires, wipers. Yeah, I know, wipers, right? You better believe the one with wipers deserve it, right in the... Well, anyway. The little people will be there when you need them, in a million little ways.
So lots of little contributions add up in the background, like snowflakes that snap a branch.
What? Sure. Like snow, I guess. Anyway, it just works, most of the time. Friend of a friend and little hints. Mind you still have to be smart. Don't bet your life unless you're into that. To be clear, I'm not into that.
Nope. Still not making sense.
Doesn't have to. Take it or don't. Imagine you're looting random crates if you like. You seem to find that satisfying enough.
Hey,
We'll talk another time.
that's where most of your
It's all
equipment
good,
comes
innit?
from. Don't diss
Ready
that.
for waiting.
Don't fit in. No. No. She totally
I'll be
fits
back
in.
if I need you.
I like her. She's a very humorous person. Casual, uncaring.
Researcher Meneve wishes to use some inexpensive spirits.
And I completely forgot to make armor for myself. Yes, let's make armor for all of my friends and ignore me. So we're gonna go get that now.
My creator judged me.
Travel safely.
Within your grace. Touch me with
How much armor am I wearing? 105. $136. Look at that. Probably gonna get maximum health again. Running out of materials. You might also be wondering what happened to all my equipment. I sold them. Or, I mean, not equipment, but like these things. Is this a defensive slot? I guess so. Healing from all sources. Okay.
It is
Oh. Cold. Bleed. I guess cold. Critical resistance. Heal bonus, I guess. Okay. Nice.
yes. I talked.
Enchanter mail arms? Oh, terrible stuff. Okay. There you go. 31% healing bonus. Nice. And 30% cold resistance. Nice. Okay, sorry about that. I just completely forgot to upgrade myself. I upgraded my weapon, but not my armor. So now what? Vivienne, that's right.
Oh, you had granted them power over the very Fade itself. Though they sang hymns of praise unending.
Save.
don't understand. I thought the chant of light bound us all together.
The chant of light is beautiful, sister, but it's just words. People need more than that right now.
Hello, sexy.
You've never been to a circle, as far as I can tell, yet you're remarkably skilled. Were you self-taught?
My people know a thing or two about magic.
I had heard that magic practiced by the Kunari in Talvashoth was formidable, but I never had the chance to observe it myself. In my own experience, nothing is more deadly to a young mage than a lack of knowledge, which makes the current state of things precarious. What do you imagine will happen if the circles are not restored? Do you foresee the Dalish taking us all under their wing?
Man, there's not like... See, the Templars... This is all mage thing. No, this is against the mage. The circle... Well, that benefits her. But I don't agree the circle should be restored. Templars made their bed. Mages should be free. Justice is all that matters. That's about the divine. The rebels or apostates are very neutral things to say. Chaos harms everyone. I'm going to say that.
The war benefits no one. It must end, and order must be restored.
If only the rebels saw things so clearly. Justinia's death has shattered the balance of power in Thedas. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
That's why you wanted to be here. To have a hand in deciding that fate.
Wouldn't you? For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
Nobody should claim to know the will of the Maker. Not me and not the Chantry.
Perhaps nobody should. But if no one leads the way, many will be left behind in darkness. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear. Don't let me keep you.
Oh no, let me talk to you more. I want to romance you.
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
If I can't romance her, the next playthrough I'm going to do is a male character. Because maybe then. Maybe.
You must have an opinion of the Templars after living so long in the Circle.
Having opinions about Templars, my dear, is exactly like having opinions about mages or Navarrans or men. I have known some who were impossible to endure and some who were utterly charming. I have suffered insults at the hands of those in the armor, but no more than I endured from nobles or tradesmen in Val Royaux. Personally, I have found the Templars a useful tool, skilled at keeping more unpleasant elements at bay.
If the Circle disbanded, how can you still belong to it?
The Circle is an idea, my dear, and an idea cannot be dissolved. Many of the first enchanters voted for rebellion, caring little that anything short of a unanimous decision would pit mage against mage. Rather than dissolving it, Grand Enchanter Fiona's vote split the Circle in two. The rebels follow her, the loyalists follow me.
If you lead all the loyalists, why are you only First Enchanter and not Grand Enchanter?
Grand Enchanters are elected, and since there are no First Enchanters besides myself, no vote can be held. I could name myself Grand Enchanter, but the title holds no meaning now. When the circles are restored, that will change.
What was it like to live in a circle?
My dear, your question is the root of all problems with mages. I cannot tell you. Every circle was different. Their Templars were different, their politics unique. And every person within each tower had an experience of circle life unique to themselves. Some people suffered and some were content. Some were cruel, some compassionate, and some indifferent. The same is true of people everywhere, in all circumstances, whether they are mages or not.
True. Ferelden Circle was actually okay. The Kirkwall fucking circle was a nightmare.
So tell me about your personal experience with the Circle.
I enjoyed life in the Montsimard Circle, my dear. It was an edifice devoted to knowledge and refinement. And there is comfort to be had, you know, in the company of fellow mages. Those born without magic will never truly understand us.
You must have been under constant supervision, being forced by Templars to live in the tower. Was that hard to endure?
My dear, I have a suite in the palace and a wing at my dear Duke Bastien's estate. I've never been forced to live anywhere. Most circles allowed mages to live away from the tower, either on their own or in service to the nobility. All that was required was permission from the first enchanter. Some circles were harsher in their restrictions. Kirkwall was the worst,
Yeah.
but it was the exception. Most were quite permissive, perhaps too permissive in retrospect.
How did we come to this state with the Circles in revolt?
A failure of perspective that infected Circle leadership. Mages lived solely in a world of Templars and mages. They could not even imagine what was beyond the tower walls. Kirkwall gave the world a reason to remember its fear of magic. A mage killed hundreds with a snap of their fingers. Across Thedas, a new tangible fear of magic grew. Commoners and nobles alike called out to the Chantry for protection. But the malcontents in the towers thought nothing of this. They cared only for themselves and for their anger at the new Templar restrictions. When a mage attempted to assassinate Divine Justinia, again, the mages protested the investigation. The leadership chose to vote on independence based on the intolerable conditions imposed by the Templars, sparing no thought to the fact that magic was more feared in the aftermath of these attacks than it had been since Tevinter's day. So long as they had their freedom, they could care little for riots, angry mobs, or about pitting mages against each other.
Are you familiar with Grand Enchanter Fiona?
We've met. Before her horrendously ill-timed and selfish vote for independence, I thought her adequate at her job. In her dotage, she could not handle looking after the well-being of so many people. We would have done better to replace her years ago, to let her spend time gardening.
Wow. Harsh?
Did they have cause to rebel?
In the aftermath of their terrorist attacks? Was that really the most opportune time to break away? By all means, protest abuses by the Templars. Just don't do it in a way that says mages support wholesale murder. By voting when they did, my colleagues all but declared war upon the ordinary people of Thedas. A war in which we are outnumbered 100 to 1.
But, I mean, one mage can totally kill 100 people.
I thought the fighting was only between mages and Templars. Why are mages fighting mages?
The vote for independence was carried by only a small margin, but Fiona chose to let the motion stand. Those who opposed a rash declaration of war against the entire free world had little choice. By breaking from the Chantry when they did, the rebels declared themselves in support of mass murder. Anyone who did not wish to support terrorism and the slaughter of innocents was forced to take arms against the rebels.
Man, it sounds like the freaking Divine, whatever her holy is called, she's the one that caused all this, really, by allowing the circles to be independent.
Yes?
Oh no! Any chance we might... Okay, we'll do that in a bit.
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Your accent's not Orlesian. Where exactly are you from?
I am from the Circle, my dear. One's country of origin rarely matters there. But if you must know, I was born in Wycombe in the Free Marches. I was sent to the Ostwick Circle, but I transferred to Montsimard while still an apprentice.
I'm curious how a Circle mage winds up a courtier.
Nobody winds up at court, my dear. It takes a great deal of effort to arrive there. I caught the eye of Duke Bastien de Ghislaine, an advantageous connection that opened many doors. When the position of Enchanter to the Imperial Court became vacant, I was able to secure it.
What duties does a court enchanter have?
I am tasked with providing assistance to the Empress on arcane matters. Most of my predecessors restricted this to lighting lamps and doing parlor tricks. In such troubled times as these, however, I provide political advice to Her Majesty on the subject of the Mage Rebellion.
You're married to the Duc de Ghislaine?
Of course not, my dear. Don't be ridiculous. Marriage is the business of alliance and inheritance. I'm Bastien's mistress.
And what does the Duchess de Ghislaine think of this arrangement?
We got along quite well. Duchess Nicoline and I used to host musical salons together. She was a great patron of the arts. She passed away from a fever a few years ago, the poor dear.
Okay, here we go.
Do you think that you and I might someday...
How very sweet of you to ask, but no.
Damn. Damn. Damn, 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 damn.
Yes?
Is there anything I can do to help your efforts at restoring the Circle?
After the Circles fell, their libraries were plundered by scavengers. 1,000 years of recorded knowledge in the hands of bandits. It makes me sick to think of it. I've received news that some tomes have been located, if you are interested in righting this wrong.
I'll look into it for you.
If you can take care of this matter, the Circle would be in your debt.
Oh, wow.
Yes?
One more time?
Do you think that you and I might...
You and I? Don't be absurd, my dear.
Ouch. Oh. Damn it. I will try. I will try. Okay, so there's a bunch of locked doors down here, if you guys remember. And apparently Sarah has unlocked them all for us. I got a Dawn Lotus? Are you kidding? What? Spindleweed. Okay.
There was no word for heaven or for
Thank you
earth,
for all
or
that you are
sea
doing
or
to her.
sky. All that existed was silence.
You return.
Then the voice of the Maker
Farewell.
rang out.
Farewell.
The first word.
You don't have anything new to say?
His word became all
The apothecary would like to know
Good
why
day
you
to
need
you.
so much death root.
To do my job.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
Tell him that, Enchanter.
I'm not an enchanter. I'm an apprentice. Just please tell Adon I need that death root.
You built for them the golden city, the center of all creation. And
Okay. New things maybe? Crafting materials. Dawn Lotus. Ferelden's Tome. Okay.
for a time you dwelled among them.
Oh, let's check the
Over
war
them,
room.
As a gardener watches the earth.
Wow, that's a lot more stuff to do. Oh, report is ready. My diplomatic efforts were successful. Many clerics are appreciative of our help. Those who despair that others listen only to the loudest and most decisive voice, while the Chantry is political ally for the moment. I should caution that there are clerics who believe that this is a ploy to control the divine election. We have not heard the last of them. Josephine, influence 30. Very nice. Completed, 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 completed. This is an incredible how many passages remain undiscovered even after the Chantry's arrival, and they scoured every inch of these mountains for years in search of anything related to sacred ashes. The cult didn't build all of this, it was here long before, and who knows how many years it could take to find it all. Of the few new passages uncovered during the search, most were long empty or contained goods far beyond salvage. A few, however, yield some artifacts of interest, and one evidently contains strange rune we have yet to translate. If we can find someone capable of doing so, they might prove of use. The runes discovered in the mountain passage during the recent search of the type never seen before, neither the Tevinter nor Elven, and perhaps dating back to the time of Andraste herself. There are a few who might be able to translate the script, and the benefit of doing so is unknown. I know of several Antivan scholars who can be discredited. They should happily translate the rune for us. Go for it!
Service.
Huh. Okay. Oh, wait. Which one? Oh, oh, she would have been a little bit faster, but not by much. 45 seconds is not much. We explored the follow Myers after you clear the space out. I've stumbled on an old road that leads west to the Frostbacks. If it's cleared up, you could use it to have shave weeks off a journey through the mountains. It'd rather be wet and freezing. Scout Harding. An unknown road, it could be perfect for our spies if it remains a secret. I can have my people clear the way. We could move troops east and west without risking the mountains. Let's keep this road for our soldiers. They can prepare. Merchants would give a great deal for this route. They reward us handsomely for the location of the road. We don't need money. I actually go for Colin. Oh, our spies will be good too. What? No, soldiers.
To work?
We need soldiers. Inquisitor, as a long time. Oh, wait, hang on. 22 hours. I will wait for Colin to come back for the 18-hour one.
Let's see what we have.
Shit! Oh well. I do not know how someone would come to this idea, but I can see the use. It is a large area to search, however. A memo from Josephine written on a note from Sarah. I know that rune a party bees. I know a man who teaches how to jar them safe but angry. Stingy, no good for honey, but great for throwing. He's somewhere south. What? Sarah has scribbled a jar of bees hitting someone in the face. Also a butt. Okay. Sure. And we have 3 over there. Okay, well, that's all we've got. 30 influence, nice.